Did you pause? Oh,
there we go. All right, they're off.
Commentary screen pause for a second. So this will be a basic
Pause and
speed.
unpause.
Yeah, this will be a basic tournament C, vanilla elevators, vanilla start. So we'll be seeing space jump first. Hopefully get a missile there, or morph ball with a missile behind the ship. There you go.
Oh,
a suit.
Is that? Okay,
Gravity.
good.
Huh. Not sure what to make of that yet. Was that boost?
That is boost under the ship. Straight to frigate.
Yeah.
Let's see how much backtracking that they have to do.
Yeah, they're gonna get their first missile at Mecha. The way things are looking now.
Seen some nice dashes out of Kalibur. And tocapa as well.
Yeah. Couldn't tell it was on grapple edge. It's like
Looks
a
like missiles on vault ledge, yeah.
Didn't see it was in the half right either. Missile in nursery.
Oh, there's a backtrack. It's nice to have early. But they gotta go all the way back.
Yeah, not much of a backtrack with space jumps. They can easily get a missile with that. Check a little more of Chozo before going back to Talon. If they so desire. The reason Kalibur's stopping to shoot all those scarabs is they can do a ton of damage if you're unmorphed. Since they don't have morph ball, they have to be extra careful.
They can easily eat about 60 energy without even trying. Oh, there's morph ball.
Okay. Couldn't tell it was involved. Nice scan back.
Yep, going right back for boost and artifact hints.
And crash site.
Yep.
Keller is probably planning on checking the upper item once he gets bombs so he can do it all in one go. Just my wild guess.
Unfortunately, with boost ball being right there in crash or in landing site, that could very well be his bombs.
Yeah, that's true. Now we're getting our, well, getting an artifact temple check and also a crash site check. And it did pay off.
Oh.
Ooh, Kalibur.
Tocapa finding wave beam and crash site.
Yeah, I'm getting a frigate vibe from this already.
Mm-hmm.
Sooner or later, we're gonna find thermal, and maybe bombs will be in frigate.
Wouldn't that be a treat?
Yeah, biohazard.
Put ice beam in upper ruined shrine to make them have to go back again. Here we go.
Life Grove. These are my
Oh.
Life Grove. MQA. Ew. Ew. Well, it wasn't PCA, but still.
They've got. Do they have 2 of them in Grove?
Yeah, 2 in Grove.
Oh,
3
Ruin
in
Fountain's the one I'm missing.
Yeah, I believe 3 in mines. The furthest was Phazon Mining Tunnel, which.
That's a terrible spot.
Yeah. I mean.
Looks like we'll probably be seeing M or OP again.
Yeah.
Providing they can get their hands on X-Ray.
Yeah, I'll still have to backtrack all the way out. Either way, disgusting location.
Some real quality locations for this one. Diggle Seed confirmed.
Yes.
And there are bombs.
Transport tunnel A. B. B?
I'm gonna swap transport tunnel B, yeah. I'm gonna switch audio over to tocapa since it's got a slight lead here. Yeah, looks like tocapa is gonna dash. Ooh, almost.
What's the difference between using the upper beetle and the lower beetle?
I believe the farther one is better suited for R dashing. Personally, I prefer to use the close one.
I use the far one. Do kind of a double bend. Like first jump you bend like left, and then the second one right.
Tocapa saying no dice for round 2. Another round on the dash. Kalibur going for it again.
Yeah. There's also a slope jump and an L jump you can do.
No matter which way you decide to do the dash, it is frequently a pain.
Yeah. I find the slope jump a little bit easier, but even that's a pain. At least for now. I've only recently started doing it.
Oh.
Ice beam, okay.
So if grapple beam pops up soon, that's gonna put frigate in logic.
Yeah. Now we have some out of bounds. Basically, what Kalibur is trying to do is get up to the top of the room, fall through a hole, and get the item and shoot the door, which is a regular blue door from the opposite side.
Well, there's X-ray.
Oh,
Tocapa found that. An upper rune shrine.
nice.
Yeah, and thank you, THK, reminding that X-ray is also needed for the platforms, even though they know where they are. Okay, and plasma beam will put what Tocapa is doing in logic.
Yeah, been a busy first 11 minutes. They found space jump at High Mecca. Had to backtrack out to get hints and boosts behind the ship. Wave at crash site. And bombs at Transport Tunnel B. Now they're just kind of following where the items take them or point them. So far, it's looking like an early frigate seed. Just haven't found thermal yet to complete that logical requirement.
Both players dodging the encounter trigger. Yep. But yeah, you need the 40 missiles, morph, wave, boost, spider, space jump, and gravity is actually not required for the tower chamber item. That item without gravity is in logic. You had the vast majority of it right, THK. Kairiji hoping for ultimate curse.
Yeah. I'll be very cursed. Can be led to frigate, but it's still not going to be that easy. Still need supers somewhere. across the map from Frigate.
Kalibur has a bit of an edge here getting Spider Ball from Arbor Chamber with that required artifact and Ruin Fountain. He'll be able to do
Oh, that's what that was.
the skip to get that.
Okay.
Looks like Tocapa going for the upper item there in Gathering Hall, probably hoping for it to be Spider. All right, let's see how kind Zoid is to Tocapa. If we don't hear the music loop, it was a good Zoid. I think the maximum opportunity for time loss is 13 seconds.
I've never known the official number. Oh, there's something in Ruin Fountain.
Yeah, that's an artifact.
Oh, okay. Nice dash.
Yeah, that's not a setup I've seen before.
I've seen it a few times in this tournament. Looks, I don't want to say harder, but less trustworthy, if that makes sense. Because I use the standable terrain and just kind of jump onto the track and then more, but dashing into a morph seems risky to me. Oh, hang on 1 second.
Ooh, and grapple. Okay, so with that, Tocapa now has access to Ice Beam.
I had to answer my door. What just happened?
Tocapa found Grapple Beam on Zoid.
Oh, okay. And I saw Kalibur just get plasma.
Yep. Tocapa is about to get as well. I think it was in Watery Access. Yep.
Honestly, I didn't see where he found plasma. I was just turning my head back to my monitor when that happened. So I didn't catch
see. Yeah, let's see if there's anything good in Upper Dynamo. Nope. High-fiving from the runners there. Papa, it's like probably going back for Root cave. It's a smart decision.
Except now he may have to backtrack all the way up to Upper Dynamo in case something's there. But he already has incentives, and you could check Far Chosa. Sorry.
Yeah. Well, because we know that there's nothing up top in Dynamo, but Kappa doesn't yet. Kalibur's also about to get grapple beam here soon, which I'm going to switch back audio to Kalibur so we can see how kind the Zoid is to him. They've also got a little bit of a lead there. Guess that, well, I tried. I hit the button. I just didn't want to switch yet. Yeah, the spider. Yep. All right. There we go. Now we're getting Kalibur's audio.
Didn't get to hear how kind or not kind Zoid was, though. Some reason
seemed to be somewhat average.
Yeah.
Let's see what Tocapa's play here is.
I'm gonna guess Far Chozo and then down into Frigate. Well, you might find Chozo. Find what do you call it? The other visor.
Oh, thermal.
Yeah, thermal. Might find thermal up there, which would point to Frigate.
Ooh, nice power bomb. Can't see what's up on top there in upper furnace, but it doesn't look useful. Kalibur's not going for it. Crossway missile.
Yep,
Oh.
there it is.
Kind of funny with ice beam normally being there. And that puts pretty much everything in logic outside of any Varia related checks or Super Missile related checks. Oh, and I think Power Bomb is not in logic until you find actual Power Bombs.
That's an Echoes.
Is that in Echoes?
Yeah. For Prime 1, expansions are in Logic. Sometimes you need them to get bombs.
Well, and the players actually would have Fendrana in Logic now because they have, oh no, yeah, they have access to Frigate, which would give them access to main quarry for Phazon, and they could be expected to get to Fendrana by going through Phazon mines to Magmor Workstation,
Mhm.
which is a terrible logical access to Fendrana.
Terrible, but surprisingly common. And power bombs and all the elders. That cuts out power bomb routing and farming, so that's nice.
Looks like Tocapa's also going to go back for the upper dynamo check now that he has Spider. And probably going to grab that artifact in Ruin Fountain. Nope. Getting that on a return trip. Which isn't terrible. Ruin Fountain is not very far into the front of Chozo. See, we know both Life Grove items are artifacts. Let's see if Life Grove Tunnel has anything nice for him. Just a missile. Well, Kalibur does have Spider Ball. If they were to have nailed that jump first try, it would have been faster than rolling up.
Oh, I didn't know you can make that jump from down there. I thought you had to jump on the slightly elevated ground. Learn something new every day.
Maybe there's a little bit of slope that you can get off of the edge of the boost spinner.
Yeah, Zeke jumped straight up onto from the spinner instead of using the like elevated platform behind him to jump up there. I never thought you could do that. If you've
And
got
gravity
gravity.
is
Okay.
definitely a factor.
Okay. That makes sense.
Can only do it with gravity. Gotcha. Heard. Frigate wouldn't be a terrible play right now. They do have X-ray visor, which would at least easily enable them to see.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We are getting bar skip though, so that could be
Yeah, well done, Tocapa. That was pretty fast.
yeah. Could get a reverse frigate eventually. Or now.
Yeah.
Which will be faster because they don't have to shoot any of the conduits. Still suck if Phazon was in Biohazard though. Supers were...
Great Tree Chamber was an E-tank. Kalibur got that one for sure, I know.
Just imagine Phazon and Biohazard, Supers and like Gravity Chamber or something.
Yeah. It'd be pretty bad. I saw chat earlier mentioning finding supers on OP or PCA because then they'd have to pass by PMT to get their Phazon.
Or supers at Storage Cavern to have to like go all the way back after they get Varia and like at Thardis or something.
Ooh. Kalibur going for Angry Plant.
I didn't see that either. Did you see it?
I didn't catch it.
If they go back
E-tank.
for it, then it was something important. Looks like the Kappa plans on coming back to the frigate because they seem to be shooting the conduits anyway.
Yeah. I would guess Tocapa is gonna head to Phazon because if they wanted to go back to Chozo, it would have been faster to go through the front.
Oh wait, they turned around.
Yeah. They made it all the way through.
Oh, Biohazard had nothing? Okay.
Yeah, just an E-tank.
Look away for a split second. That's what I've been looking for a while. Supers on Storage Cavern, Barry on Thardis, Phazon, and Shoreline's Tower. We got enough.
Very nice climb out of there from Tocapa. Right, and they're heading to mines. Let's see how far they go. Gotta love a nice debate. Yep, this is a Diggle Seed.
Why, I did not know you could. Okay.
It's kind of a pain, but you can.
All this time I've been going all the way up just to get there. Well, not all the way up, but to the platform of the fire jumps down in.
And Ice Spreader on Ghosts. Not a bad find, but probably not what Kalibur was hoping for.
I must have gotten my seeds mixed up again. I thought an artifact was here. Happens to me a lot, by the way. Excuse me, viewers. It's probably gonna happen again.
Remaining artifacts for Kalibur are Phazon Mining Tunnel, Metroid Quarantine A, and Phazon Processing Center. Tocapa needing those 3, as well as the one in Ruined Fountain.
Okay. Yeah, you play a lot of seeds, commentate a lot of matches. It all just kind of...
It's very easy to have them blur together, even
Yeah.
just playing them. Nice overlap from Tocapa.
Overlap? I didn't catch it.
Oh, no, it wasn't an overlap. He scanned the lore. Would have been a nice overlap.
What can you overlap in this room?
The dying of the Phazon Elite with the platform lowering.
Oh, never thought of that.
made the jump, but then got pushed by a turret.
See what item was behind that wall.
No, me either.
Must have been nothing.
Yep. Oh no. They took the save at the beginning of mine, so it's not terrible, and they know that there's nothing good in the way that they went, so they'll probably go back through,
What happened? I looked down at chat.
I think, tocapa took a lot of damage. And, less than ideal.
Oh. In one of the
So, yep.
shafts?
No, I think it might have been ore processing.
Oh, okay. Oh, was it the power pirates?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are pretty notorious for their aggression.
Yeah. But they didn't find anything good on the route that they took.
Okay.
So at least it's not a huge time loss to end up at the top of ore processing. Easy save for Kalibur. It's right there. That E-tank is not a bad find. Even with now 5 E-tanks only having 10% damage reduction in mines, makes it really easy to take a lot of damage very quickly.
Yeah.
Exactly, Calm. Looks like Tocapa is going to go ahead into deep mines.
Yeah, might as well get out of the way.
Oh, that's... I think that's Phazon.
Wow, that's
It's a pretty good find.
They have an artifact in Phazon mining tunnel, don't they? Or am I getting
Yep, they sure do. Yep. Oh no, that's Varia.
Still gonna have to backtrack for that artifact. They're just doing that now, hoping to find Phazon somewhere else.
Tocapa being smart and taking the check while they're right there.
OHKO, what does that stand for?
One hit KO.
Oh.
1 HP only.
That's a setting?
There's a separate patcher that you can use to enable that, and it can also disable the use of save stations.
Ooh.
It is a cruel thing.
Sounds like it.
Kalibur making their visit to mines.
Uh-oh.
It's like just a missile and workstation.
It appears Kalibur has forfeited in SRL.
Oh no.
Yeah, it looks like he has schoolwork tomorrow, so he needs to get to sleep.
Oh,
But he wished Tocapa good
exhausted.
luck with the rest of the seed. So I wish him luck.
well, unfortunate.
Yeah.
But understandable if you are that exhausted. Can't blame him. Emotional and physical health is most important.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Tocapa will have to finish the seed in order to take the win, though. Otherwise, it would be a draw.
He's already gone from there, so.
Oh, he was there for a second. I missed him, but just by a tiny bit.
Nice grapple this climb.
Yeah, I'm sure Tocapa does, Fendrick. They have the SRL open. But they have to continue on and complete the seed in order for the win to count. Kalibur was just exhausted.
Oh, there's Space Up.
Yep, and that is go mode for Tocapa.
Yeah. Turned out to be the right gamble to duck out of mines. Yeah.
Tocapa just needs to hit Phazon Mining Tunnel, Metroid Quarantine A, and Ruined Fountain, and they will be ready to roll.
Do you find dashing over there or jumping easier?
Personally, I find dashing easier.
Okay.
It's very much my preference.
I
used to try to do the L or R jump over there, and it just wasn't ever consistent for me. But switching to dashing off of the little ice parasite in the one that's in the tunnels is my preferred way now.
Yeah, that's why I was asking. I was wondering which was more consistent because I've had like 60 to 40% luck or inconsistency with that. So I was wondering if I should try a new method.
And Brawler, Lokir's right. It was in one of the upper cave in Pendrana's Edge. Don't worry, Brawler. 2.5 is fresh off the stove.
Yep, just got released today.
Yep. So the next round, I believe, is already confirmed to be using 2.5.
How many rounds are there, by the way?
I believe the challenge has, I think it's 5 rounds of Swiss. It's either 4 or 5.
Okay.
That is still TBD, Mithan. There is one race left to occur, but one of the players in the remaining match has a player that is affected by a bit of a natural disaster right now, so there's an extension for them. But yeah, it is typically starting Friday, ending Thursday. I'm not sure if that is extending the rest of the tournament or just for them.
Sounds like Tocapa's Well, music's still playing, so I guess if you don't kill the drone, you should be fine. And I only mention that because if he had killed the drone and skipped the maze, then they could have crashed.
Yep. And they won't need to worry about coming back out through that way. Otherwise, they'd have to kill the drone if they needed to. But since they have the option of fighting OP, it removes the need for them to waste time and do the maze.
Yeah.
Smart
And
play.
I think if you leave that room, the drone doesn't come back and you can't get out.
It does. You just have to go all the way back up to the way you're supposed to come in.
Oh, I thought that door locked.
It does. It does. You just have to go back up to the door, to the very top level, and it respawns the drone.
Okay.
Tocapa doing a slope jump off of this little section to land up on that bar solves the need of doing a rather long spider ball X-ray platforming gig. But the slope is a little bit tricky.
Did they run out of power bombs?
No, I think they're just trying to save it, but it looks like he's going to use it here. This is the last currently scheduled match for this round of the tournament. Now, what I imagine will happen is the two players, there will be two holes left in the tournament seating that will be filled once those two players have completed their match. Or if that's unable to happen, whichever, I think that would take Sasquatch out for the round. So they would get a loss on that.
Yeah, as far as anything else after Metroid, I have no idea. I don't have access to the SpeedGaming schedule.
Yeah.
I imagine there are races of other games going on though.
Just being tired and having too much on their plate, Chimera.
Yeah, he had school and work in the morning, so had to prioritize.
Yep. It is unfortunate. However, it is a smart decision and one that still should be respected.
Yeah. Although Tocapa does have to finish the run to earn the win. That's what we're seeing now.
Yep. Nice double use out of that morph ball bomb. It looks like Tocapa is pinned by the lovely Metroids. And yeah, Comzeek is absolutely right. If you just cannot get enough of watching this randomizer, you can hop into the Metroid Prime Discord linked there. Oftentimes people post their live streams in the stream sharing channel. And you can see as well who's streaming on the right side. Just item placement for the most part. All the missiles, E-tanks, artifacts, suit expansions, and suits themselves are randomized. There are 6 less artifacts required. The community finds that 12 artifacts needed for the ending is just a little bit overkill and adds artificial length to the seed.
Yeah, and depending on what settings you use, you can also randomize the elevators and starting location.
Oh, yeah. Tocapa is attempting to do some standable sloping here to skip the necessity for the spider ball platforming here. I'm opting to just go for it in the end. Alright. And Tocapa fighting everybody's favorite boss, Omega Pirate. The fight itself isn't too terrible, it's just the logical requirements to get down here are so extensive that, and it is so far out of the way that it's just a pain. And OP will not spawn on top of the same pool twice in a row, and will also not spawn in the pool you are closest to. So Tocapa is exploiting that to know exactly where OP is going to pop up.
Yeah, and also ignoring the troopers in front of him because they can distract you and take away the time from you that you would need to one cycle of
Here we go. Pretty good one cycle for just having Plasma Beam. Didn't have supers and had to spend that power bomb in Metroid or Fungal Hall B.
Yeah.
There's definitely a little piece of me that was hoping that would be a super missile just for funsies.
Yeah. That was nice to have for Exa.
Last thing Tocapa needs is the artifact and ruined fountain. And they'll be ready for bosses. Tocapa taking advantage of the fact that pretty much everything in this game is standable. In fact, we say if it looks like it's standable, it probably is. And even if it doesn't, it still probably is. It looks like Tocapa is shaking his head at the turret.
More people just shoot it.
Yeah, it is possible to just shoot it from the first standable point right there once you jump over, because it does just have a tendency to ruin your day. Nice quick grapple.
Yeah, I figure not shooting it saves time, but I'm the kind of person who would most likely get shot by that turret and lose time falling down multiple times.
Yep.
Yeah, oh, I can't understand the must save time mindset though. It's just
I am kind of curious where Tocapa's going, though. They might have the wrong room in their head for what Ruined Fountain is. Might be thinking of Ruined Courtyard.
Yeah.
Which this game does have 7 or so
There's
different
a lot of
ruined rooms.
Yeah. It looks like they just
turning back around. Tocapa is not going to do Thardis just because. I know that Tocapa has a deep personal hatred for Thardis. DMAT's Kalibur just had too much going on in their day-to-day. They had work and school tomorrow and are pretty tired, so just decided to take the personal wellness option and go ahead and forfeit. Which is respectable. Difficult decision to make, nonetheless. It's a nice dash work. Everyone's favorite straight line and a hallway to all the other zones.
It's kind of a second hub area when you think about it.
Really, if you think about it, in vanilla, Magmor is only good for the 2 artifacts in Plasma Beam. Yeah, exactly, Com. Minimal usefulness of actual items.
Is that a nest?
I think that's 5. I think he's reminding himself that he only has 5 artifacts.
Oh, that's right. That's why they
Forfeited the last round, yeah.
Now I remember.
Made it all the way to Artifact Temple with only 5 artifacts, and then just wasn't feeling it. God, I appreciate a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
And some nice beam penmanship as well. Ooh, almost. Man, there are like 4 or 5 different ways to do this trick.
That actually looked easier than the one I do, because the one I do is you...
And 6.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
What do you stand on that little vine that sticks out of the pillar and then jump onto the outcrop of the other pillar?
Yeah. But when I morph onto the track, it takes me a bit of wiggling to get the morph ball to finally move. But that looked pretty effortless the way Tocapa did it.
Yeah, I think, yeah, Common Myth and you guys are right. I think that Thardus was supposed to be the Magmor boss. Although a Kraid in 3D would be a bit of an undertaking, especially because of the traditional platforming aspect that's involved with the fight.
Yeah, I think they cut that out because they just didn't have time or something like that. He could show up in Prime 4 though.
3D platforming is always a treat. All right. Everybody's favorite space dragon making a rather unexpected return.
Who's Ridley? I've never seen him before.
Very, very nice mid-air boost on Ridley.
Who's Ridley?
Tocapa taking advantage of the fact that Boost Ball does 50,000 damage per frame to anything that's vulnerable to it, including Ridley's chest and his mouth as well.
Yeah.
He got some really, really good setup with the damage shots to Ridley, positioning him super low, enabling him to do that on the first flyby.
Now Ridley's gonna get his revenge by dashing. Hopefully not a million times.
Yep, THK is exactly right. It costs a little bit more time in RTA to do that, but saves you on in-game time.
Ridley's kind of mad. He didn't like that flyby skill.
No. made him angry. Prison Deli, there was some personal wellness that needed to be put first before this race, so Kalibur made a difficult but respectable decision.
Oh god, now he's starting to sneak dashes.
Oh, the triple threat. Right. Tocapa beginning the journey into the impact crater, approaching Exo and Essence.
Nope, you're not getting up there. Get back down here.
There we go. Tocapa doing a slope jump onto a slight bit of standable terrain here to skip about 2/3 of the platforming requirements of this room. I believe the invincibility glitch works at the very beginning of Ridley's quote-unquote vulnerable phases, just like it does at the very end. Exo has 4 subchambers to this fight. In subchamber 1, power and wave in any order are the only vulnerable beams. In subchamber 2, ice beam is added to that random pool. Subchamber 3, we add plasma for all 4 beams. And then in subchamber 4, Exo can do whatever it wants, changing to any beam vulnerability at a given moment, as well as combining all of its powers to be used in any combination with its vulnerable beams, which for the first 3 subchambers are all tied together.
And he speeds up for some reason sometimes.
Oh yeah, and can choose to enter its own sweet version of hyper mode and just go fast to be angry. Ooh, nice run by. Well, there is a manipulation you can do to bait Exo into constantly attacking, that you can just jump over and repeatedly get beam shots, but the timing is tricky, and if you mess it up, it ends up taking more time. And it can end up taking more time. Ooh, Tocapa off-centering Exo.
Oh, is that when it's like veers slightly to the left or right of the room?
Yeah. If you get the phase transition.
Well, I mean, you can consider this foreshadowing. Like, this does eventually become Dark Samus, so this is Prime 1 centering. So Samus is the one doing it to Metroid Prime.
Oh, spoilers off. And here we are in Subchamber 4, where prior Subchamber's rules don't matter, and neither does your happiness.
Well, that's and this is the worst when it just dashes at you after shooting those energy balls at you, or grapples you after it does that. So is the pulling.
Well, another fun, unique twist to Subchamber 4 is that if you get frozen by the grounding ice attack, Exo will immediately go into a dash.
Kalibur had to float a bit because he had school and work in the morning and he needed to prioritize. So we respect that decision. We're just watching Tocapa finish the run in order to claim the win, which you have to do if the other runner forfeits.
Oh, and it looks like Tocapa's going to be patient and give us the music. Oh no!
Okay.
Oh no, that okay.
Yeah, we're good. Yeah, what we were scared of is if you get the cutscene too late as it's about to transition into the fight, then there's a white screen glitch where if you get it, the screen whites out, the fight goes on, you can't see anything. Theoretically, you could still fight Essence that way, but good luck. Because you won't be able to see it. But that might be reset if that happened.
So Tocapa's using a strategy called attack canceling here, where Essence has a certain number of actions it will attempt to take before transitioning to the next phase. It speeds things up quite a bit.
Yeah.
The visual trigger is Essence's chin returning to normal. No, not in the Prime community.
And GG for Tocapa with an official SRL time of 1:27:52. We should be having them in chat pretty soon. Tocapa, how's it going?
Well, I guess I won technically, so I guess that's good. But I don't feel good about it.
Yeah.
Hello? Can you?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Howdy. Yep, we
Yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah. That sucks for Kalibur.
Yeah, it does. But you gotta respect taking the best
I
option
mean,
for themselves.
I think he made the smart decision. I just wish. I think he made. Oh, smart decision. I just wish. Okay. There we go. Sorry, I had this. Yeah.
Sorry.
But yeah, I don't know. I have mixed feelings. So I wish things could have gone better. I wish we could have scheduled it earlier or something. But it sounds like Kalibur might be dropping out of the tournament altogether. So
Yeah. What were your thoughts on the seed? Any locations really stand out to you?
No, it was a pretty good seed, I think. I'd say this is a pretty medium average seed. Not like the ones last round, but definitely not as bad as some of the ones we had this round. It wasn't anything really no bosses required. The only thing I was worried about at the end was Phazon. I managed to find that pretty quickly. So.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for an OP required seed, most of the items were in pretty good, convenient places, except maybe having to backtrack to Phendrana for Phazon. But there were there artifacts there or not?
No,
no artifacts in Phendrana.
Okay. Yeah, so other than that backtrack, I mean, the item placement was pretty good.
Yeah. Although as soon as I found X-ray, I was like, oh no, I wish I'd have gotten Root Cave because there's absolutely going to be something in there. And there was something in there, and there was something in Arbor Chamber.
Yeah, got the double useful item up there.
And I thought I was done for after that, but I mean, who knows how it would have went.
You had some pretty good moments though. Your OP for having to burn that power bomb in Fungal Hull B. Your single cycle OP with only plasma was really clutch.
I don't know how to do the power bomb strat at the end, so that wouldn't. I mean, I'm not really good at canceling the beam troopers, so I don't really think it would have made a difference if I had one.
By the way, the timing for that's still pretty tight. So well done on that.
And I was looking, and when I was going through there, I was just checking for supers, the easy checks, but didn't find it. And let's find out where they were.
We'll see that in a minute.
All right. Chapel.
Okay, yeah, that was so far out of the way from everywhere.
I was getting that.
Yeah.
And what else? Ice Predator was in some shape. That's a good one.
Yep, that was on Ghosts.
Yeah.
Kalibur found that one.
Okay. Yeah, that's the only thing I thought might save me was if Kalibur did Flockler, because there was no chance I was doing that unless I had to. No. Some of y'all know my thoughts on bosses right now, so that's one way to get ahead if there's something on there. Unless, of course, we have to, like I did in my first seed, which had Vario on it. I had really good seeds so far this tournament. I feel good about that. Because I'm always worried I'm gonna get something really nasty. But yeah, this was. I mean, I just wish we could have had a race.
Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes life gets in the way. Unfortunate, but you know, things happen.
I did really enjoy when you came out of Magmore to head to Chozo, the 5 that you drew on the wall, and then the 6 right after you got the artifact. That was a fun,
Joke. Yeah, I must have checked my notes like half a dozen times in between like everything just to make sure. And I had to go over in my head, okay, did I get that? Did I get that? Did I get live group? Yes, I got live group. Did I get PPC? Did I get MQA? Yes, I got all of them. I got all of them. I swear this time. So, also, I was completely like spaced out when I came out the first time. That's why I went to Fendrana at first. So I was, you know, your mind's on autopilot, but at that point. But
oh yeah, you definitely slip into a zone.
Yeah, I think I was probably thinking about the artifacts too. It was like, because now I have to do that every time. It's like I have to just constantly go over in my head, make sure I have 6. But yeah, overall, yeah, there's really not much to say. Just sometimes you just get good seeds.
Yep.
So, any final thoughts before we wrap up?
I mean, I hope that Kalibur's okay. And, that things go well for them, for you know, whether they choose to continue on or not. I just hope they do what's best for them.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the best decision you can make for yourself. Do make sure to follow our runners, my fellow commentator Up, as well as our trackers Lokir and Gollop. Mad shout outs to them for doing the behind the scenes work and making sure everybody knows who's got what.
And thank you all for watching.
Yeah, this is there's one more round that, or one more match that we still have yet to be in a TBD situation. Again, one of the other runners is in a situation where there's a bit of natural upset happening in their area, and they have some delay going on. So we're waiting, and they have an extension until Sunday night to figure out what's going on with that. But the 4th round of the tournament should kick off on Friday. You can keep up with the bracket schedule and our Discord there.
I don't think we can start it until we have the results.
I think. Yeah.
You know who they would match up against.
Yeah.
Like they might be able to do like the top, like the people who are undefeated, but I think for the rest of us, we're gonna have to wait to see how that one goes.
Yeah. So, if you have any questions or you want to get into playing Metroid Prime Rando, that Discord link there will get you some info. The community is filled with tons of helpful people that are happy to answer questions, help with troubleshooting, all that fun jazz.
Anyway, thank you all for watching.
GG's.
Yeah, we'll see you next mission.
Take care, all.